So Jai Jagannath, Jai Jaidev. Very good afternoon, one and all. Myself, Satyabrata Jana of Sri Jaidev College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, extend my heartiest welcome to all the dignitaries, my colleagues, and virtual participants on this auspicious celebration of 59th National Pharmacy Week 2020. It's really an honor on the part of Sri Jaidev College of Pharmaceutical Sciences to host this event as a coordinator of 59th National Pharmacy Week 2020. This year theme is Pharmacist Frontline Health Professionals. As all of you know, Jaidev Goswami, who wrote Gita Govinda in 12th century, that deals with the topic of spiritual love between Lord Sri Krishna and his devotee Radha. So let us start our program by seeking the blessing of Sri Jagannath and Sri Jaidev with folded hands. Wow, it's really mesmerizing. May Lord Jagannath and Lord Jaidev save the world from this deadly COVID-19 virus and bless the COVID warriors who are serving day and night to save us. So moving forward, I request all the dignitaries to mark the beginning of this virtual inauguration. by keeping their thumb or putting their hand on the table. Just keeping their thumb and putting their thumb. I request all the dignitaries beginning of this virtual inaugurations. So thank you all the dignitaries. Thank you all. Yes. Now, saluting the essence of unity in diversity of our motherland, India. On this auspicious occasion of National Pharmacy Week, I'd like to state some lines. She is a lady with revolutionary thoughts and positive vision. She is very dynamic, young, dashing, and energetic person. Moreover, she is the first lady principal of Sri Joydev College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, as well as entire pharmacy institution of Odisha, and the convener of this program, Dr. Priyambada Sadangi. So I request her to give her introductory address to the virtual gathering. Madam, please.
Thank you very much, sir. Bhagdevata Charita Chitrita Chitta Satma Padmavati Charana Charana Chakrabarti Sri Vasudeva Rati Kedi Katha Sameta Metan Karoti Jayadeva Kavi Prabandham. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jayadev. A very good afternoon to all of you. As we know, the incandescent of education can diminish the gloom of illiteracy. Our college, Sri Joydev College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, is the pioneer pharmacy institute of Odisha, named after the epoch-making stalwart of Sanskrit literature, Mahakavi Sri Jayadev, who wrote Gita Govinda Mahakavya. I always say that our college is a perfect blend of spirituality and scientific revolution. Our institution provides pharmacy education since 1989 with a mission in order to boost of a learning environment and opportunity for the students, learners. Our institution is in its 32 years legacy in pharmacy education, has produced established pharmacy professionals and scientists in both academics and various reputed companies, public sectors, hospitals, and research laboratories, respectively. Even in this pandemic of COVID-19, by understanding their duties and responsibilities, most of our students are working in the hospital voluntarily to serve the COVID patients. Today, our college is celebrating 59th National Pharmacy Week in this virtual platform. So I am feeling privileged to extend my heartiest welcome to the dignitaries and all other members virtually present over here with us to celebrate this 59th National Pharmacy Week. I find immense pleasure in welcoming one of the greatest educationists and historian, the son of soil of Odisha, who is the backbone of our institute. He is none other than our Honorable Chairman, Sir, Dr. Prafulla Chandra Tripathi. It's a good fit for me to be a part of his esteemed institution. Welcome, sir. Next, I would like to welcome a very dynamic and charismatic person, a daring police officer whose straightforward personality influences me a lot. He is none other than our honorable governing body member, Srijukta Dilip Kumar Das, sir. A big salute to you, sir. Now, I am extending my hearty welcome to our OSD, Srijukta Surendranath Jena, sir. He is such an honest person whose fatherly guidance created a special corner in my heart for him. Most welcome, sir. Now, I am feeling extremely privileged to introduce our honorable chief guest, Professor Dr. Santosh Kumar Mahapatra, sir, Dean Pharmacy of Biju Patnaik University of Technology, Odisha, and he is also the principal of Institute of Pharmacy and Technology, Salehpur. And about sir, I would like to say some words. He is like a brotherly friend to me, guides me whenever I seek his help in academic matters and other college or university regarding matters. I wholeheartedly respect him a lot. Thank you for giving us your valuable time, sir. Thank you. Next, I am extending my hearty welcome to our guest of honor, Mr. V. Chittaranjan Patra sir, who is working as senior scientific officer in State Drugs Testing Laboratory, Bhubaneswar. Sir, we are eagerly waiting to listen from you. Most welcome, sir. Now, I am expressing my pleasure to welcome Mr. Akhila Kumar Das, sir, from Parexel International, Bangalore. Sir, our students are anxiously waiting for your speech to know about the career opportunity in pharmacovigilance. Most welcome, sir. Now, I am extending my hearty welcome to my colleagues, my college staff, and मंजिल तो सामने हो मंजिल तो रास्ते ना मोड़ना, सामने हो मंजिल तो वो सपना न तोड़ना, जो भी मन में हो वो सपना ना तोड़ना, कदम कदम पे मिलेगी मुश्किल आपको, कदम कदम पे मिलेगी मुश्किल आपको, बस सितारे चुनने के लिए, बस सितारे चुनने के लिए जमीन मत छोड़ना. Thank you to all of you. Now, Satya sir, please carry forward the program. Over to Satya sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much for your motivational speech. Thanks a lot. Thanks. It's a motivation to everyone. Now, it's always valuable and worth listening to the personalities who have created a benchmark in the society and are past hours. Now, I'd like to introduce our honorable governing body member, Mr. Dilip Kumar Das, sir, of Sri Joydev College of Pharmaceutical Sciences. On his brief introduction, I'd like to state that he is a postgraduate in economics with law degree. He had worked as Assistant Commissioner of Police in Commissionerate Bhubaneswar and Cuttack. He had also worked sub-divisional police officers, Purushottamapur, Ganjam. Mr. Das is well honesty and dynamism as a police officer of Odisha Police, Government of Odisha. After retirement, he is now practicing advocate in Odisha High Court, having specialization in criminal, civil, and service matters. But this dynamic police officer has a poetic heart. He's a poet and writer in Odia and English literature. Along with all these activities, he is associated with so many social activities and Joydev movement. It's an honor for us, sir. Please deliver your valuable word and encourage to our students. Sir, please, sir.
Sir, Satya sir, due to some technical issues, Dilip sir,
yes, madam.
Due to some technical issues, Dilip sir unable to join. So you just carry forward with Chairman sir, huh?
Okay. Okay, madam. Thank you. So, as all of you know, due to technical issues, Dilip sir is not joining. Now, I'd like to introduce the founder and backbone of our college. He is none other than our honorable chairman, Dr. Prafula Chandra Tripathi sir. It's my part, it's very difficult to state his contribution to the society in very few words. But still, as it is a virtual forum, so I am bound to briefing his introductions. Dr. Prafula Chandra Tripathi is well-known name in the field of education, literature, drama, poetry, and research in history on Prachi Valley and Indian culture movement. The unique brand of Sri Joydev was prefixed by him in each of his institutes due to his attraction for research on the famous poem Gita Govinda, which was composed by Sri Jayadev. As an educationist, Dr. Prafula Chandra Tripathi has also major findings on the involvement of Gautam Buddha in Odisha. Recently, his book on Gautam Buddha has been inaugurated by His Excellency, the Governor of Odisha. Dr. Prafula Chandra Tripathi is a strong promoter of afforestation and nature. The promotion of Jayadev Bhatika at Khandagiri and Jayadev Pitha at Kenduli village proves his contribution for nature-loving society. Moreover, you astonished to know that he has bagged more than 700 publications, news articles, periodicals, journals, and many more, which I cannot express now in the short period of time in his credit. So now I would like to request our Honorable Chairman, sir, to speak few words to the gathering. Now over to you, sir. Sir, please.
जणई देवाकू हेउची जेतबेले वृंदावन नायक थांती राज्य सरकार जड़े मंत्री एवं से तांकर फार्मेसी एजुकेशन को आगे नेवा पई गोटे डिप्लोमा कॉलेज बरहमपुर रे करथिले एवं मु सेटिके जाईथिले मो सहित थिले सेतबेलर जे बाचस्पति विधानसभा स्वर्गत सत्यप्रिय महांती एवं समाजर संपादक स्वर्गत राधानाथ रथ सहित जाई एवं वृंदावन नायक श्री मिसी प्रकार अनुप्राणित हेली जे ओडिशा रे फार्मेसी एजुकेशन एते पुअर जे सेतेबेले कही हबनी कारण एठी जो दुकान टी जत के औषध दुकान टी करूथिला से बंगलारू गोटे फॉल्स सर्टिफिकेट रे कार्ड द्वारा आनी एटी जंकर दुकान औषध दुकान टी स्टार्ट करतला यही सेतेबेले थांती डॉक्टर पानी जो पानी विशेष भाव में मते इंस्पायर कले जे दिगरे गोटे किछि करा जाऊ एवं जाऊ तांकरी प्रेरणा रे एवं विजन गुप्ता जादवपुर यूनिवर्सिटी रो फार्मास्यूटिकल प्रोफेसर थांती एवं तांको सहयोग रे एठी फार्मेसी एजुकेशन ओडिसा रे आरंभ करिया को स्थिर हला एवं मु सतरे अग्रणी भाग नेली सेतेबेले मते विशेष भाव में सहायता करुथिले सेतेबेलर मंत्री श्री जुगल किशोर पटनायक एवं तांको सहित थिले हमर स्वास्थ्य विभाग अन्य केतक ऑफिसर बहुत प्रबल विरोध अवश्य हला फार्मेसी बोर्ड केमिति पिला परीक्षा देबे इत्यादि इत्यादि से हेई परिबो नै तेणु प्रबल विरोध सत्वे मते साहाय्य करथिले जुगल पटनायक एवं तांकरी सकाशु फार्मेसी एजुकेशन रो जो फार्मेसी बोर्ड जोड़ी परीक्षा नियंत्रक जो माने डिप्लोमा रो सेठी गठित हला एवं से समस्त खर्च जयदेव कॉलेज तरफ दिगला एपरिक आलमीरा एवं चेयर बेंच सब आम देलु सरकार तरफ जड़े केवल डेपुटेशन आसी किरानी काम करुले आउ जड़े ऑफिसर सेक्रेटरी एक्स ऑफिसर सेक्रेटरी फार्मेसी मूल भित्तिभूमि एटा 1983 मसीह आम करूँ कारण से जयदेव कॉलेज ऑफ एजुकेशन एंड टेक्नोलॉजी सहित मिसिक टेक्नोलॉजी सब्जेक्ट था फार्मेसी एवं ता सहित मिसिक आम कर सहीटा क्रमशः बढ़ला एवं डिग्री सहित आणलु एवं एमफार्म भी आनिया को पड़ला एम्पावर आनी बारे बोधे आम कॉलेज प्रथम जहा फार्मेसी एजुकेशन टाकू बहुत भाव में आगे नापी ओडिशा रे जयदेव कॉलेज ऑफ फार्मास्यूटिकल साइंस जो भूमिका नहीं भूली हेनी समस्ते अवश्य स्वीकार करिए बहुत कॉलेज एवं हो गला किंतु समस्त स्वीकार करेंगे जे आर मूलदुआ ही आमरी तरफ पड़ता एवं अवश्य वृंदावन नायक किछिटा उद्यम प्रथम रू करथिले तांको कॉलेज मौला कॉलेज ये कॉलेज वर्तमान बढ़ी जो अवस्था को आसलानी फार्मेसी एजुकेशन वर्तमान ये अवस्था को आसलानी जे ये कौन कि प्रकार आर भविष्य कौन ता से भविष्य ही कह कारण संख्या जो भाव में बढ़ला पिला मानकर चाकरी विषय आलोचना सरकार तरफ कर दरकार व्यापक भाव में आर सुजोग नेबार आवश्यकता रही विशेष भाव में फार्मेसी एजुकेशन टाक बढ़े सरकार से निश्चित पदक्षेप नेवा उचित है। अवश्य आ सहित मोर केते गुडे कार्य थिला जे फार्मेसी एजुकेशन सहित गोटे रिसर्च विंग करिया पे जे मेडिसिनल रिसर्च विंग करिया पे सेति में निर्धारित व्यवस्था मध्य करा जाइछि सेति जागा स्थिर होइतला किंतु विशेष असुविधा सृष्टि हेतु आम क्षेत्र आगे पारिनो किंतु फार्मास्यूटिकल मेडिसिनल वैल्यू प्रति जो आमर गछ लता वृक्ष जो गुड़ाक अच्छी तार मेडिसिनल वैल्यू कौन से फार्मेसी एजुकेशन द्वारा नियंत्रित हो पारता तो समस्त सहयोग कले से भाई एक अनुष्ठान गढ़ा जाई परिबो किसी असुविधा नहीं। आमर जो अच्छी लैबोरेटरी अच्छी से दिने भी थिला माने पूर्व भारत रे सेटा होची सबुठ बड़ लैबोरेटरी थिला एवं बहुत माने एक्सपर्ट आसी ताको देखी देले एवं प्रशंसा भी करते वर्तमान से मानटा को रखिया पड़ो एवं से मानटा को रखिया गले आमर जो कर्मचारी माने अच्छंती छात्र माने अच्छंती से मानकर सहयोगर आवश्यकता रही निश्चित भाव में तो से सहयोग करेंगे ये दिगरे आम किसी आगे पारू आ कौन विशेष किसी नहीं जब तक किसी पचारती मत उत्तर दवा किए पचार पचार एजितो
Satya sir,
Yeah. Okay.
so
thank
you please
you,
ask
sir.
student whether
So thank you very much, sir, for your valuable words, which will help everyone for our growth and development. We'll definitely do the medicinal research and future perspective in pharmacy institutions. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. It's really honor to everyone. Now, it's a time to introduce eminent pharma professionals and dynamic personalities, Professor Dr. Santosh Kumar Mahapatra sir, who is our today's chief guest of this program. On his brief introduction, I would like to state that Professor Mahapatra is a well-known figure in pharmacy profession, both in our state and our country. Some of the academic and research excellence are: he is Dean of Pharmacy, Biju Patnaik University of Technology, Odisha, from 2015 to till date. He is also now serving as a principal of Institute of Pharmacy and Technology, Salipur. Along with this, he is a member of Board of Research, North Bengal University, West Bengal. Also, expert member in Doctorate Research Committee of North Bengal University. Professor Mahapatra also board member of Odisha State Board of Pharmacy, Odisha, and was member secretary State Board of Pharmacy, Sikkim. as examiner of pharmacy in Pandit Ravisankar Shukla University, Raipur, Chhattisgarh. He is also chairman in Institutional Ethics Committee, CPCACA, New Delhi. Professor Mahapatra has 5 international publications, 15 national publications, and moreover, scientific review articles in his credit. He is also guided 10 PhD scholars. Due to his competent research activity, Professor Mahapatra has received so many research grants from AICT and other funding agencies. Professor Dr. Santosh Kumar Mahapatra sir is the executive member in Odisha Pharmaceutical Association and vice chairman of Pharmacy Forum. So it's a privilege. I'd like to request Professor Mahapatra sir, who is a dynamic person of pharmacy, to enrich the knowledge of our student. Over to you, sir. Sir, please.
Hello, may I audible? May
Yes,
I
sir.
audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah. Very good afternoon. Always starts with the dedication in virtual mode. Jai Jagannath, with the specific day and specific remarkable Desha, Nagarjuna Desh. It's a specific day and also it is a specific moment for us. Now we are giving our brilliant thoughts and image and attitudes to our profession, 59th National Pharmacy Week celebration. Honorable Chairman of Sri Jayadev, Sri Jukta Prafulla Chandra Tripathi sir, Chairman, Member Sri Jukta Dilip Kumar Das, Governing Committee Member, and today Honorable Guest Chittaranjan Patru sir and Dr. Akhil Kumar Das sir, and dynamic personality of Pharma Vision Odisha, Madam Principal Priyabanta Sarangi and convener of the today program, and all senior faculties like Parmeshwar Patro sir and Dr. Mihir and Prithviraj and also Satyabarato and all the teams, Nilima Madam and all of Sri Jayadev College. And last, my favorite, very dear, dynamic and budding pharmacist students. So actually, it's a very specific day and specific occasion when the day before yesterday, I got a call from Madam, sir, please, we are just think to observe National Pharmacy Week. I'm really happy to say that, yes, without thinking anything, without thinking any assignment, I told and said yes. Because if we will not be happy, if we will not be thinking our profession, who will think? And today we are just celebrating 59th day, 59th National Pharmacy Week. It's not a matter of joke, not 9, not 50. It is 59th, even if my, before birth also, the person concerned, they are celebrating. And from that day, we are recognized somehow. And today you are completely recognized. And Indian Pharmaceutical Association is giving the title, Pharmacist, Frontline Health Professional. Today, everybody is now recognized as last 3-4 years. And even if last couple of years, we are just completely recognized by the society and by every mouth. Yes, pharmacy is a good profession. Pharmacy is, you can say, the Sankat Mochan profession, Sankat Mochan. Yes, why I am telling this thing, Sankat Mochan. So here there is nothing to say or nothing to go ahead. The only profession is that you cannot click medical, you cannot click any other, you cannot click IIT and IT, other things, and ultimately there is the best line. Sankat profession pharmacy. Yes, you go join pharmacy. You can lead your life like anything. Lead your life like anything. Everybody's version. Lead your life like anything. If you think to join, if you think to go ahead to be the last limit, you can attach. You can achieve the things. You can think, yes, I will stay with my hometown. I can stay with my parents and live with my society. Live with my parents. Also, you can lead your society. So this is the only the profession you can think anything with this. Why? Why IIT is choosing this title? I am just taking a short time. Why they are choosing a title? Each and every there is a changing of the title as per the situation, as per the situational things by the profession they are thinking. This year we are thinking the same. Pharmacist, the front line professional. Last 1 year, when lockdown start from Odisha, 19th or 22nd March to till date will continue. Only one man is working without anything. Doctor having something rest. Nurses also they are thinking some rest. And only one man, the pharmacist, having no rest. 24 hours into 7. Door is open. 24 hours into 7. Phone is open. 24 hours and 7. Name is open. So anytime, anywhere, without prescription, without caretaking, from the WhatsApp, from the digitalization, from the internet, from the doctor's description, anything. Only one man can just assist the total society, that is the pharmacist. So you have to be proud of that. I am really, everybody should be proud. I am a pharmacist. I joined in Kandamanjari in 87. सेबे जानथिले जे फार्मासिस्ट गोटे बहुत माने जेतेबेले when traveling anywhere else सेतेबेले फार्मासिस्ट माने बी फार्म when I starting the word bee farm sometimes my near there and even if my those are also learning person they told bee farm माने कोन BEEPHARM that means bee farm means महुमाछी farm सेटे भाबुतले जैसे तो डायरी फार्म थिला ए थिला सब bee farm वाली भाबुतले right so that bee farm is converted to that means a brilliant farm right brilliance everywhere you can see there's a brilliance right. So I am pharmacist. I can do anything for the society, even if from the segment to all sectors, right? From the small segment to all sector, you can do like anything, right? 24/7, my door is open. 24/7, my knowledge is open. 24/7, my thoughts is open. Only one, that is only the pharmacy. Then also they are choosing, yes, pharmacist, the front line health professional, not doctor, not nurses, not physician. So why they are thinking? Because the front line health worker can speak, bridge between the general physician, nurses and public. Only a person is a pharmacist means they are having a doctor. Yeah, they cannot say yes, Dr. Mahapatra, Dr. Mishra, or Dr. anything. Sir, namaskar. I mean, apno bhi jani chu, apno hi doctor because he is a pharmacist, right? Je bhi asu, se pharmacist se doctor bhaber manyata diyante kahenge, je bhalo kala se hi doctor, right? Today, everybody knows yoga, everybody knows the any sorts of action and all, but due to the unseen theory, unseen practice, and whenever they open anything else, the Ayurveda and yoga and confirmative thoughts is giving this one lead, like pharmacy or pharmacist is giving a direct lead, health lead, only through our motto, our vision and thoughts. The role of pharmacist is a very common. I cannot speak more because time is very short and because it is a virtual mode, it's not more than 1 hour. Yeah, right? 1 hour means one classroom is more than sufficient for everything. So at least one, I am giving a small thoughts. A role of pharmacist cannot be defined. Only it can be defined by the situation, by the present position. Maybe he is a community pharmacy, maybe he is a clinical pharmacy, maybe it is a hospital pharmacy, maybe it is an industrial pharmacy, academic pharmacy, regulatory pharmacy, research and development pharmacy, and herbal. And today, whenever you open any, start the things, TV open, you start with COVID-19, COVID pandemic, and there is a start with the drugs and everything. And for this reason, now pharmacy is the second leading profession in the country. Everybody is thinking, no, you cannot, if nobody is cracking IIT, JEE or NEET, second third is coming, no, it's better to go through B pharmacy, right? D pharmacy. So that means definitely can say our profession definitely giving certain identity, some thoughts, even with great help to parents, to father, mother, to near dear, to the society, to the state, to the country. So on this basis of that, you have to celebrate ourselves. We have to think for a day not a 24 hours, only 24 minutes at least have to think why I am here. What is the real role as a profession? What the duty, exact duty, what I have to serve to my profession, to my institution, for my parents, for my dear near. So that is the only required 24 minutes is required. Out of 24 hours, a person, a pharmacist, if you think 24 minutes, then nothing to say. He's a best counselor. He may be the best man in the society. He can serve anything, any right. So my advice, a small message to all. I cannot speak to all, but small message to all my dear students. So at least for a day, think yourself by closing your eyes. Why I am here? Why am I here? Because nobody knows everything. Nobody knows everything. Nobody doing anything. But a man or a person can do something which is to create a brilliant thoughts. 24 hours cannot give a total changes, but a minute can change a total life of 24 hours. So you can think positive, do positive, and create the positiveness for the others. With this, I conclude my speech, and thank you Allah, thanks to all of you, to all the team members of Sri Joydev College of Pharmacy, given the opportunity to share at least something else to in front of my students, in front of my professional. So thank you all. God bless you, Lord Jagannath. Always blessings for the sake of all the things. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your enlightened words. Just 1 minute, not only 1 minute, per second also and millisecond also. As for your advice, the pharmacist will be there 24 hours into 365 days. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Now, it's an honor to introduce to our special and chief guest of honor, Mr. V. Chittaranjan Patra sir, who is presently working as Senior Scientific Officer, State Drug Testing Laboratory, Bhubaneswar. In his brief introduction, I'd like to state that prior to this, he started his career as a lecturer in KMIPS, Rourkela. He has joined as Junior Scientific Officers, State Drug Testing Research Laboratories, Government of Odisha in the year of 1988. Mr. Patra sir is working as Assistant Chemical Examiner under Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act 1985, Government of Odisha. Along with these, he is also a life member of IPA. He is also actively involved in health welfare for needy people and had organized so many eye, dental, skin and VD camps in various places of Odisha. Sir, we are feeling honorable to have you our guest of honor. So sir, please enrich our knowledge with your experience. Please sir, over to you Chittaranjan sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are clearly audible, sir. Thank you very much.
Honorable Chairman, SJCPS, Dr. Praful Chandra Tripathi, GB member, Sri Dilip Kumar Das, Chief Guest, Sri Akhil Kumar Das, Chief Guest, Dr. Santosh Kumar Mahapatra, Principal Madam, and all the participants who joined the virtual meet to celebrate the 59 NPW organized by SJCPS Nargota. Special thanks to Principal Madam and the college management for inviting me as a guest of honor. Dear friends, the major focus of celebration of NPW is to create awareness among the public, among other healthcare providers and authorities the importance of the pharmacy professional as well as the role of pharmacist in general. In previous 58 celebration, the role of pharmacist has been enumerated with the different themes. Like this year, the theme is pharmacists, the frontline health professionals, is to emphasize that the pharmacists in the health team are ahead of other members in the team. Simply, we are not claiming to be the frontline health professional. Our hard and intellectual job in different sectors like this industry, community, hospitals, regulatory bodies, education field, justifying us to be the frontline health professions. I have due regards to other members, but beginning from care to cure a patient and prevention and mitigation of diseases, their role is important. But the pharmacists, with their important job, they are considered as the frontline health professionals. You see, on completion of diagnosis, physician prescribe drugs for necessary treatment. Here, I want to cite that in a defense force, a brave fighter need modern equipments, modern weapons to fight out the enemy and to save the country. Likewise, drug is the weapon to fight with disease and cure a patient. So to cater the need of drugs, the job is entrusted to the pharmacist working in different sectors. In industry, we the pharmacists work as researcher, manufacturing chemist, and analytical chemist. A disease may not be cured if diagnosis is not accurate. Similarly, same may happen if the drugs are not of standard quality. So, to meet and to avail the standard quality drugs, the pharmacists are discharging their duties in various fields. We work as a researcher in industry. We are discovering new molecules for better therapeutic effect. That's why physicians are getting a wide option to prescribe a drug. For an example, now in sulfonylurea group, many antibiotics like cefixime, cefodoxime, cefuroxime, all are available. In antacid, there is a wide range. Rabiprazole, omeprazole, etc., are available. And manufacturer, they also, the manufacturing chemists, those who work there, they produce different drugs in combination or in single API, with single API, and develop different dosage forms. Earlier, like new weapon, we have developed, the pharmacists have developed new formulations. One example, our prolonged release preparations, sustained release preparations have made easy for administration. Once OD, if we take, it is sufficient. But earlier, prior to have such formulations, repeated administration was required. And not only that, in previous meeting also, at many places I have told, drug is not important. The presence of impurities and detection level is very important. All these are carried out in industry level. The pharmacists are doing their best to detect the impurities and to have the limited quantity so that adverse effect will not be there. You see, we have azithromycin is a drug. While we are for quality control of this drug, we are looking for the presence of nearly 15 impurities, whether it is present in that or not, if present, whether it is within the limit or not. When a drug will fail, there may be the drug, but if the drug is not released in a desired manner, in desired quantity, with a specific time period, then also it will not produce the desired therapeutic effect, and the use may be unnecessary, and the use may become unnecessary. So all these studies our pharmacists, they do during the research, during the manufacture, during the quality control, and enable the availability of quality drugs in the market. I am working in analytical section. We are receiving drugs from market. We are assessing the quality. As a regulator, the inspectors, they are sending the samples from market, from retail shops, wholesale units, manufacturing units, and we are assessing the quality under the provision of DNC Act and rules by which quality drug is available to the users. And in community pharmacies and hospital pharmacy, the pharmacists are directly coming in contact with the user. Not that. I will tell you one example. Time, dose, storage condition need to be detailed at the time of dispensing the drug. They have to counsel the users or the patient. One example I will give. In antacid, and it is a non-sterile preparation. It is a non-sterile preparation and is likely to have some microbes in the preparation. They are likely to have some microbes, but that should be within the limit. So while this, and many might have experienced after using a bulk, a drug from a bulk quantity, after 2 to 3 days, if you take the antacid, you may develop some stomach pain. It may due to presence of microbes. So where from this microbe enter? During the use only, there might be a chance of entry of microbes into the preparation. So at the time of dispensing such formulations, the pharmacist or the qualified person need to advise the user how to store it. If the drug will not be stored, then within the life period also, degradation may take place, and on use it may produce some harmful effect. In this way, the community and hospital pharmacists are playing a very important role to look after the health of the people. So coming to the education part, it is a very important field. Student pharmacists need to be strengthened in knowledge practically, both theoretically and practically. And now, by our good luck, we are having many colleges in our state as well as in our country. And number of students are coming out, passing out every year. So now we have a very well recognition as a pharmacist in the society. This COVID-19, the pandemic situation has really recognized the role of pharmacist. Why? Because during the lockdown and shutdown period, only the pharma sector was open. Besides the grocery and other food items, and they were meeting the demand of drugs, those are required for the treatment of this viral disease. Till now, we won't have a vaccine. Till now, there is no remedy. But drugs are plentifully the drugs which need to prevent and which need to cure the patients are available because our pharma sector was open, retail unit was open, and hospitals were open, wherein the pharmacists were in charge of ICU and also in quarantine centers, because they discharged their duties humbly. We could able to save the lives in crores. One example in my state, what happened during the period and what role the pharmacist played, just I will tell. During the period, there was no chance of getting medicines from outside because communication was blocked. So the main job, the important job was entrusted to the pharma sector of the state. They manufactured the drugs to have like levocetirizine, cetirizine, azithromycin, ORS, zinc, etc., which were requiring at that time. So the pharmacist worked in those units. As Dr. Mahapatra told earlier, that we are doing jobs 7 into 24 hours. Like that, our pharmacists in the industry worked during that period 7 into 24 for manufacturing the drugs. And our testing unit was open. We have not availed a single holiday from April to July. We have not availed a single holiday. Even we have worked on Saturday, Sunday, and we have not availed the 50% strength. In full strength, we have worked to assure the quality so that it could be supplied to OSMC, where from the drugs will be delivered to various hospitals and will be used for the treatment. And likewise, our enforcement officers, they were engaged to draw sample from the market so that adulterated drug, spurious drug, misbranded drugs will not be available during this pandemic situation. In our lab, lady pharmacists are there. They left their kids at home. They also joined with us to serve the purpose. All such work defines, claims that pharmacists are the frontline health professionals. During this period, many of our pharmacist brothers, they have sacrificed their own life while serving to save others' life. So, from my deep heart, I offer my tribute to those departed souls. So, with all this, there may be short time to close the meeting. So, at last, I will tell, besides all these work, there is a grievance among us that we are not recognized well in the society. But there is a recognition, no doubt, because we are in numbers, we are serving the purpose, everybody knows the importance of pharmacist. But the thing is that we are not coming out. We are observing, in many cases I have seen, we are observing the occasions within the four walls of our own. You see, when we see a building roadside, we are saying it is a beautiful building. Only by seeing the upper part, that is the part which is standing over the ground. But nobody appreciates the stone which is laid in the foundation, over which the building is standing really. Likewise, we are not able to expose ourselves in the society. So let us carry out such activities on the road. In previous years in urban areas, the government authorities have performed Rahagiri to expose various talents, to expose various sectors. So likewise, we may perform activities outside to expose ourselves. We can detail the essential of the benefits of medicine and the potential of risk therein. We can detail in those programs, we can detail how to dispose the medicines after use. We can have our projects and posters competition on the roadside so that there will be much more exposure to the public. So at the end, I pray God to strengthen our knowledge and to serve the people as a frontline health professional. Jai Pharmacist, Jai Hind. I am thankful once again to the organization for giving me the opportunity as a speaker. Thank you all.
As I told earlier, due to some technical issues, our honorable GB member, Mr. Dilip Kumar Das sir, could not join. So now the technical issue is resolved, and I am again extending my hearty welcome to a very dynamic and charismatic person, a daring police officer whose straightforward personality influences me a lot. He is none other than our honorable governing body member, Srijukta Dilip Kumar Das sir. A big salute to you, sir. Satyavata sir, please carry on the meeting.
I think Madam Satyavrata sir has got disconnected, so it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome Mr. Dilip Kumar Das sir, who is the proud GB member of our college, and he's an honest and dynamic officer of Odisha Police, as you all know, and he's a postgraduate in economics and with having a law degree. Professionally, he has worked as Assistant Commissioner of Police in Commissionerate for both Cuttack and Bhubaneswar, and worked as a Sub-Divisional Police Officer Purushottamapur, Ganjam. Now, sir is working as an advocate in the Odisha High Court, and he's in the different specialization like criminal, civil, and service matters. Apart from that, he is a poet and a writer in Odia and English literature, and also a social activist. He is associated with Joydev movement and Joydev Foundation since 2006. It is a great privilege of all of us to welcome Mr. Dilip Das sir, and we regret for the inconvenience of the technical issue. Welcome, sir.
Sir, over to you, sir. Please deliver your valuable word and encourage to our students. Thank you, sir. Over to you, Dilip sir.
Good morning, everybody. On behalf of SGPC, I welcome you all, and I am thankful to the organizer that in spite of so many difficulties, they have given me an opportunity to interact with you people. My best wishes. This pharmacy week is continuing, and the role of pharmacist and pharmaceutical industry at present is immense. After post-COVID, the role is improved like anything. You have got a very big future, and the thing is, pharma sector in Odisha is not tapped or utilized so far, because in our childhood days, when we discuss about pharmaceutical industry, I know everybody used to say about Pimpri, that is near Pune. And in Odisha, we are having very small industries and pharmaceutical units, as if one is known as pharmaceutical, Panacea Pharmaceutical in Berhampur, and some one or two small industries in Jagatpur and Cuttack and other places. And very sad that they are manufacturing only vials and this saline waters and all that, which is not considered at all as a pharmaceutical items. So the scope is very high, and the sector is not utilized. and the role of pharmacist in post-COVID, it is increased to the immense level, and the scope just we are waiting to tap. My sincere request, my sincere regards, and my hope with the students who are pursuing B Pharma and M Pharma. There is ample scope for them. They have chosen a very bright subject, and in Orissa, this sector particularly needs to be improved from very small level. For this pharmaceutical sector, like in Orissa, we are having very small, as I told, that Manmohan Jadoo Malam. Is it a pharma product? And like that, we have not yet reached the level we expected. The students and the B Pharma student, they should not only pursue for service, they should start their own industry, and they should be more entrepreneur. Again, my great thanks to the faculty and the member, and regarding the subject, pharmacy is a sector without which this health sector is totally functionless. You imagine a soldier without having ammunition, what he will do? He may be a doctor from high degree with a high degree from abroad, and he may be a nurse, he may be a paramedical worker, but without any medicine, what his role, what he can do? He is simply useless. So any war without weapons is just useless. Similarly, any war in health sector, or any worker or any officer or any person in the health sector is active only through pharmaceutical sector, and they are the backbone of this health sector which has been neglected. And my best wishes to you all, and I expect all of you must rise to the occasion and take this sector to the very high level. Thank you. Jai Dev, Jai Jagannath.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your valuable words. Thank you once again. Thanks a lot. With this, your inspirational word, definitely will carry forward our pharmacy professions and your guidance. It is required every time. Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir. Now,
Thank you.
thank you, sir. Thank you very much for joining, sir. Now, it's a time for valedictory address of our eminent pharma professionals and Chief Speaker of this program, Mr. Akhil Kumar Das, the consultant, Paraxel International, Bangalore. Mr. Das is our SJCPS alumni, who is a ex-Jaydevian and was a B.Pharm student of 6th batch of Sri Jayadev College of Pharmaceutical Sciences. He was a brightest student of our institute who had earned gold medal for his academic excellence from Utkal University in the year of 1998. He done his M.Pharmacy in pharmacology from Shiksha Anusandhan Universities, Bhubaneswar. He has qualified written drug inspector exams conducted by Odisha State Pharmacy Council 2 times. Also qualified written exemptions in pharmacist in Central Rice Research Institute, Cuttack, Odisha. Moreover, he had his experience in allied pharma discipline such as pharmacovigilance, clinical trials, IND, NDA, ANDA, CTA, and many more. So I'd like to request Mr. Akhil Kumar Das, sir, to enlighten the career opportunity in pharmacovigilance. Sir, please, sir. Over to you, Akhil, sir.
Thank you. Good evening to all. Honorable Chairman, sir, Sri Jukta Rajkishore, sir, Sri Dilip Kumar, sir, and Honorable Principal, ma'am, and the eminent faculties of Jayadev College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, and Dr. V. Chittaranjan Patra sir. During this virtual meeting for National Pharmacy Week, I got immense pleasure to interact with you people, especially Santosh Kumar Mahapatra sir told a very good line, a role of a pharmacist cannot be defined. I agree with him because the pharmacist is having a diverse role in the society and diverse role in the community. So in this regard, the pharmacist sector is different: community pharmacist, hospital pharmacist, clinical pharmacist, drugstore pharmacist. It is defined in a diverse way. And the thing is that while we did pharmacy, when I did my B.Pharm in Joydev, at that time I had a sentence: the pharmacists are jack in all and master in none. I agree to that. This type of jackal activity during this COVID pandemic helped the community, helped the society a lot. In many rural areas, the poor patients, they cannot travel long distances due to this lockdown situations. These pharmacists, they extended their service as a healthcare expert. They diagnosed, they have taken the care, they have prescribed the medicines, and they have cured so many corona patients. Salute to all these pharmacists. And there is a saying that doctors give life to patients. But one thing we should remember, that all these pharmacists, they give life to these medicines. So directly these pharmacists, they are giving life to the patients. So, and as Dr. Chittaranjan Patra sir told regarding this impurity profiling, adverse drug reactions, I agree with his concept because efficacy is not much. The adverse drug reaction matters. If you are taking for a particular treatment but you are experiencing some side effects, then there is no use of that. Sometimes these side effects may be permanent also. That may lead to disability, that may lead to death. So we should be considerate to that. So all these aspects I can discuss in the present presentation. Since I have given a very less time, I have reduced my slides. I have made my presentation very short. Thank you. So today's I have been given an opportunity to discuss about pharmacovigilance for better clinical health, better health care and safety. And in addition, I'll give a brief introduction about the career opportunities in pharmacovigilance and in the field of clinical trial. Next slide. So in my presentation, I'll discuss here pharmacovigilance. I'll define the importance, the objectives, the difference between adverse drug event and adverse drug reactions, and adverse drug reaction reporting, how to identify, how to monitor, what are the systems in place to monitor them, and a brief introduction to clinical trials. Next slide. So let me start with pharmacovigilance. What is pharmacovigilance? As per, next slide, as per WHO, we can define the pharmacovigilance as the science and activities relating to the detection, assessment, understanding, and prevention of adverse effects or any other medicine related to the problem. So this pharmacovigilance field, as you can know from the definitions, it is not a just a definition, it is a vast scope. So vigilance. Why pharmacovigilance is important? Because the patients used in clinical trials are limited in number, while in actual use it is used in thousands of lakhs upon millions of patients. And the patients used in clinical trials during the drug development, they are not a representative to the public at large. And conditions of use of medicines differ from those in clinical practice. Suppose medicine is given for fever, but in actual clinical practice, in addition to that fever, the patient is having different other conditions. So the conditions in actual clinical research, clinical trial, and the conditions in actual clinical practice, they differ. And clinical trials generally focus on safety and efficacy of a pharmaceutical product. In addition to that, there is diverse field in phase 4, what is called pharmacovigilance or marketing surveillance. We can have so many new informations. And the population in clinical trial is very selective and limited. And drug-drug interactions are frequently not identified in the clinical trials, where they can be identified in actual practice. So this objectives of this pharmacovigilance program is to promote the understanding, education, and clinical training to healthcare professionals and the public. To improve the patient care, public health, and safety. During these COVID situations, many patients, they have started self-medications, but that should not happen unless and until you are identified as a COVID patient, unless and until you are diagnosed perfectly. The medicine should not be started. People have started taking azithromycin as a self-medication. That should not happen. And to detect the problems related to the use of medicines and communicate the findings in a timely manner, and to contribute to the assessment of benefits, effectiveness, and risk of medicines. So as you know from these objectives and definitions, the pharmacovigilance field is very vast. Yeah. So there is main controversy between the perception what is an adverse event and what is an adverse drug reaction. So this adverse event, they are the medical occurrences. They may be signs, symptoms, or any disease. They are temporarily associated with the use of a medicinal product. It may or may not be related to the medicinal product. It means it does not necessarily have a causal relationship with the treatment. So the whatever adverse effects you are getting, any side effects you are getting, any unwanted signs you are finding, they may not be related to the treatment or they may not be related to the medicines, but they appear during the administration of the medicine. Whereas, next slide. Adverse drug reactions. In this case, in the case of adverse drug reaction, causal relationship between the medication, the medicinal product, and an adverse effect is at least a reasonable possibility. That is, the relationship cannot be ruled out. So we can again differentiate the adverse drug reactions during the clinical trials, means during the development of the drug, and during the marketed medicinal products when they are really prescribed and taken when the patient is ill, when the person is ill. During the clinical trials, so any unwanted signs and symptoms related to any dose. So, you know, I'll be telling you phase 0, phase 1, phase 2, 3, 4. So in any phase of the trial, it is not necessary that we will give the actual recommended therapeutic dose, because we have to do some dose escalations. We have to start with lower dose. So even at lower dose, suppose paracetamol is 500 mg, suppose we are starting at clinical trial with 100 mg of paracetamol. With that, if you are getting any unwanted effect, that can be treated as an adverse drug reaction. But whereas with marketed medicinal product, whatever the products available in the market, they occur at the doses normally used in man. Means, you know, we are getting the recommended doses of package inserts, summary of product characteristics, which dose is recommended and approved by all the health authorities. Paracetamol 500 means paracetamol 500 mg. Not if some patient is taking at double dose to reduce the temperature during this corona, they are just scary enough. So with 1000 milligram of paracetamol, if that happens, that is not a side effect, but that is overdose. So how to identify the adverse drug reactions? We can identify them by interviewing the patients, by observing the individual case record forms, drug chart review, laboratory data, computerized ADI reporting system, and attendance at ward rounds. During the ward rounds, the doctors, they can identify what are the new complications. They can be also due to the drug. And this should be reported. So what are the main reports or components of an adverse drug reaction report? So information about the patient, description of the adverse drug reactions, what are the findings, suspected drugs, and who is reporting, that is the reporter. All these four things are the essential part of an adverse drug reaction report. Next slide. The procedure for reporting adverse drug reactions. So we can report voluntarily, anybody can report, and as a part of government initiative, WHO has taken initiative. Most of the countries, they are implementing their pharmacovigilance program. In India, we call it pharmacovigilance of a program of India, PBPI. It was initially under CDSCO, now it is under the IPC Rajava. And the obligation to report incidents of ADS during any time. And what to report? In an adverse drug reactions report, all the ADS, all the unwanted effects as a result of a prescription and non-prescription medicinal products. All suspected ADS, regardless of the product information provided by the companies, regardless of the SMPC approved by the health authorities. Unexpected reactions with the product, regardless of their nature and severity, whether that is, suppose the patient is having just a tendency to vomit, that is nausea. If it is not severe, if it is not serious, that also need to be reported. A serious reactions, whether expected or not, that need to be reported. All suspected adverse drug reactions associated with the drug food supplement interactions also can be reported. ADS occurring from overdose or medication error, and unusual lack of efficacy when the suspected pharmaceutical defects are observed. So this is the lack of efficacy also, they are treated as adverse drug reaction. Next slide. So who should report? In my previous slide also, I have told healthcare professionals and providers, manufacturer of the products, healthcare centers, patients and patients caretakers, they can report these adverse drug reactions. Then next, when to report? So the ADS should be reported as soon as possible, because delay in reporting makes the report inaccurate and unreliable. And report while the patient is still with you. If you are a healthcare provider, as long as the patient is with you, go on reporting. Once you have discharged the patient, once the patient is not within your reach, there is no need of reporting, because the report may be treated as manipulated reports. Next slide. So how to report? The report should be on a standardized ADI reporting form. This form can be downloaded from drug regulatory website of concerned country. In India, if you go to PBPI site, you can find the adverse drug reaction reporting form. Use a separate form for each patient and filled with the complete information. As I told, the 4 components, all should be there. And the completed ADI form is then returned to the nearest adverse drug reaction monitoring center or to the national coordinating center. Next slide. So the last part, I am proceeding to clinical trials, just a brief introduction. So what is a clinical trial? So any investigation in human subjects intended to discover or verify clinical, pharmacological and or other pharmacodynamic effects of an investigational product. To identify any adverse drug reaction to an investigational product. Satya sir, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah.
Please, sir.
Actually,
Yeah.
between there is a call, I disconnected, so the network was temporarily for a fraction of minutes. It was
Okay, no,
disconnected.
sir. Now it is clearly visible, sir. You are audible, sir. You carry on, sir.
Okay. So the phases of drug development. One is discovery part, discovery science, and the rest part is clinical trial. So the discovery science, so initial is the development of the drug that is studied in the labs. Next follows the study of the drugs in animal models. And next starts after the preclinical studies. The studies in animal models is called the preclinical studies. So after that, the clinical trial starts. So that is the study in human subjects. So this clinical trial is divided into 4 phases. Actually, there are prime 4 phases, phase 1, 2, 3, 4. And recently, the new concept is phase 0. So there are 5 phases. Next slide. So phase 0 is called the microdosing. So study of new drugs in microdoses to derive the PK information in humans before undertaking phase 1 studies is called phase 0. In this, less than 1/100th of the dose of the test drug is administered to the patients or healthy humans to assess the pharmacological effects, and the maximum dose is usually less than 100 microgram. So you can give 100, but it should be less than 100 micrograms. The main objective of this phase 0 or microdosing is to get the preliminary pharmacokinetic data. The preclinical data gives a basis for this phase 0 study. Next. Phase 1, this is the first stage of actual clinical trial in human subjects. So this is done to assess the mainly pharmacokinetics and safety profile of the study drug or the drugs in development stage. Usually 20 to 25 healthy volunteers are taken, and the study may last for 6 to 12 months. So there are different types of phase 1 studies like single ascending dose, multiple ascending dose, and food effect studies. Whatever is presented here, that is not as much simple as it is represented, because single ascending dose studies, that is very critical to design. Multiple ascending dose studies, phase 1, again that is more critical. And food effect studies is done to know the effect of the food under the mainly of pharmacokinetics of the study drug. Next slide. Phase 2 study, it is conveniently called the therapeutic exploratory trial. This is usually given to patients. The phase 1 and phase 0, they are usually in healthy humans. Phase 2 and phase 3, they are in patients. So phase 2 consists of 22, some hundreds of patients, though I have mentioned 300, we can take 200, 300, 500, up to 1000, we can take it. And in most cases, this is a multicentric trial, and the duration is from 6 months to several years. This is done to find the optimum dose, dose efficacy relationship, therapeutic dose regime, duration of therapy, frequency of administration, and to find out the therapeutic window. Phase 3 is the confirmatory clinical trial. Whatever observations you got from the phase 2, they should be confirmed. And this is usually in large number of patients, takes a long duration up to 5 years, and the number of patients are more. Usually it is a multicentric trial, and the clinical trial phase 3 are conducted usually in multiple countries. Because once the drug is developed, they will go to the global market. They will not be limited to a particular country. And many countries like Singapore, Thailand, they are having their own regulations that at least the study should be conducted in their own patients. Then only you can go for marketing the products. Once the phase 3 is over, we can compile the complete CSR, safety, efficacy, non-clinical data, preclinical data, entire drug profiling. Then only we will go for marketing authorization. Once the drug is marketed, actually we have to monitor the drug, and that phase is called phase 4 or post-marketing surveillance. There is no fixed duration or there is no patient population. In due course of treatment, we can get the information and they can be reported to the health authorities. In many countries, there are strict regulations that post-approval, the periodic safety update reports should be reported for 6 months, every 6 months for 2 years, then annually for next 2 years. Means from the date of first marketing authorization, there should be minimum 4 years safety update reports submitted to the health authorities. The harmful effects discovered during this post-marketing surveillance phase or phase 4 are reported to the health authorities, and based on that, the dose may be reduced, the combination may be banned, or drug interaction if there, so there will be some restrictions. You know, based on such type of reports, nimesulide is discontinued in pediatric population. Cisapride with antacids, they have been completely banned. So this phase 4 plays a very important role in the safety profile of the drugs in the community. Next slide. So the career opportunities in pharmacovigilance, as I told, the pharmacovigilance, it is a very vast scope is there. The people who are interested in pharmacovigilance career, they can join pharmaceutical and biotech companies, clinical research organizations like Parexel, Covance, IQVIA, to mention a few. There are so many other companies, CROs, they are the global leaders. And the KPOs like Accenture, ClinStinct. In Orissa, in Bhubaneswar, few of our pharmacy colleagues, they have started one clinical research organization, ClinStinct. They are giving very good training in the field of clinical research. They have started also training in regulatory affairs. They have started in medical writing, and they are also giving basic trainings in clinical data management. So really, I appreciate their effort. They worked in multinational companies in Bangalore, in Delhi, and they have joined there. Next slide, please.
Back.
Previous. So also as a pharmacovigilance officer, you have scopes in regulatory agencies like DCGI or CDSCO and other countries also, because nowadays this pharmacovigilance is mandatory for all the drug manufacturers who are doing marketing, and pharmacovigilance units in medical colleges and hospitals. Few medical colleges and most of the big medical colleges, they are having their own pharmacovigilance center. Like in Bangalore, Ramaya Medical College, BMC, Victoria Hospital, they have their own pharmacovigilance units. Irrespective of government initiative, they are doing their things by their own, they are reporting on their own accord, and they are really recognized. Next. So regarding career opportunity in clinical trials in the field of clinical research, one can join from as a fresher level as a clinical research associate, clinical research coordinators, site management officers, clinical data management, clinical trial monitors, medical writing, clinical project management. So in the field of clinical trial, there is the scope is huge, and every month if you search any job site, you'll find all these openings. And really there is a very good scope in the field of clinical trial, pharmacovigilance, regulatory affairs. I'm telling you one thing, when we started our career as a pharmacist, the scope was limited. We didn't know what was happening in the global pharmaceutical market. Then only few people know the real scope. I'm telling you why I joined. I joined because somebody told if you do BPharm, you can be a drug inspector. Even after completing the pharmacy course, I didn't know. But once I came out of the Orissa, when I interacted with the different regulatory authorities, I worked with the DCJ, I got to know what field is there. Really, if you enter into the profession of pharmacy, the job opportunities are plenty. You can get a job. But one thing I should convey to the big giants in pharmacy sector, whenever you are an interviewer, when you are a hiring manager, don't negotiate with the freshers for salary. Try to give as much you can give. I have seen few people, they are giving, negotiating, I will give you 15,000 rupees per month. What you can do with 15,000 in Bangalore, Pune, Delhi? So you should not negotiate. At least I always recommend people to give minimum 25,000 salary to the freshers, so that their interest in the pharmacy profession will be more, and they can be more dedicated, and they will really show their interest. Thanks. Next slide. So if I know around hundreds of people, they have joined in this session. If you people want some interaction with me regarding my presentation or career or scopes in different fields and how you want to track your career, I may give some solutions, or if I don't have the solutions, I will definitely consult with my mentors and definitely come back to you.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your enlightening words. Hope our students must have got the clear picture in career opportunity in pharmacovigilance. Even I got a knowledge that in Bhubaneswar there is a clinical trials and pharmacovigilance center. It will be there. That is enlightened to me. Thank you. Thank you once again. Actually, we'll send it entire questions to you. You can just reply it through the mail. Thank you very much, Akhil sir. Thank you once again, sir. Now, I would like to request to our OST, retired OFS, Mr. S.N. Jena sir, to speak few words to the gathering. Mr. S.N. Jena sir. Jena sir, over to you, sir.
आज रही 69तम जातीय फार्मासी सप्ताह पालन अवसर में आलोचना चक्र में भाग लेथिबा श्री जयदेव फार्मासी महाविद्यालय सभापति डॉक्टर प्रफुल्ल चंद्र त्रिपाठी महोदय, सम्मानीय मुख्य अतिथि डॉक्टर संतोष कुमार महापात्र महोदय, सम्मानीय अतिथि श्रीयुक्त श्री चित्तरंजन पात्र और अलेख चंद्र दास महोदय, परिचालना समिति सभ्य श्रीयुक्त दिलीप कुमार दास महोदय, अध्यक्षा डॉक्टर पी.के.एन. षडंगी महोदय तथा अन्य मानक हार्दिक अभिनंदन जनाउछि। विशेष भाव में एभली एक महत्व अनुष्ठान आम राज्यर गौरव कवि श्री जयदेव पवित्र नाम रे प्रतिष्ठा करा जाइथिबारु सभापति डॉक्टर त्रिपाठी महोदय को मथान प्रणाम जनाउछि। देशर विकास साधारणतः कृषि स्वास्थ्य स्वास्थ्य और गमनागमन उन्नति पर निर्भरशील। एगुड़िक विकास धारा रे जोड़ी हेबार माध्यम ही शिक्षा। शिक्षार शिक्षार जेते गुड़िए विभाग अच्छी तन्मध्यरे फार्मासी शिक्षार मान्यता स्वतंत्र। स्वास्थ्यर सुरक्षा निमंते डाक्तरी शिक्षार आवश्यकता अपरिहार्य, किंतु भेषज बा फार्मासी बिना डाक्तरी विद्या असंपूर्ण। जेते बड़ डाक्तर हेले भी औषध बिना रोगी सेवा असंभव। यही औषध प्रस्तुतर आधार ही फार्मासी शिक्षा। तेणु स्वास्थ्य और फार्मासी शिक्षा गोटे मुद्रा दुईटी पार्श्व बड़ी। आज सारा विश्व महामारी कोरोना प्रपीड़ित क्षतिग्रस्त और आतंकित। विश्व समुदायर दृष्टि से फार्मा कंपनी उपरे किए यही महामारी निराकरण टीका प्रस्तुत करी मानव जाति को रक्षा करिବ। अभाव बा आवश्यकता बेले ही कौनसी व्यक्ति बा जिनिसर प्रकृत मूल्य अनुभव करिवे। सेही न्याय रे फार्मासी शिक्षा और अनुसंधान प्रकृत मूल्य आज सारा विश्व अनुभव करुचे। किंतु शिक्षार गुणात्मक मान उपरे गुरुत्व दिया जिबा उचित। कौनसी जाति को ध्वंस करने को आणविक बोमा बा द्रुतगामी क्षेपणास्त्र आवश्यकता नहीं। जदि शिक्षार मान ह्रास कर दिया जाए ओ पिलामानंकु अनैतिक उपाय रे सर्टिफिकेट हासिल करिवार सुजोग दे दिया जाए, तेबे ए भली डाक्तर हाथ रे शह शह रोगी मृत्युवरण करिवे। ए भली इंजीनियर हाथ रे कोटी कोटी टंकार कोठा बोल बा प्रोजेक्ट ध्वंस पाई जिवो। ए भली अर्थनीतिज्ञ हाथ रे अर्थनीति भुसुड़ी पड़िवो। ए भली विचारपति हाथ रे न्याय पाइबारु आशा मोड़ी जिवो और न्यायपालिकार पवित्रता नष्ट हो जिवो। सो collapse of the education is the collapse of the nation. मानव सेवा ही माधव सेवा। मानव समाज को सेवा देवार सौभाग्य समस्त भाग्य हुए ना। फार्मासी शिक्षा माध्यम रे मानव समाज को सुरक्षा देवार प्रयास स्वतंत्र अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण और प्रशंसनीय। गुणात्मक शिक्षा दान क्षेत्र रे श्री जयदेव फार्मासी महाविद्यालय आम राज्य रे एक अग्रणी भूमिका ग्रहण करि आसुअछि। यही पुरातन शिक्षानुष्ठान सम्मान बजाय रखा संगे संगे आउरी बहुत आगो को आगे नेबाकू आज दिन में आसतु आम समस्ते दृढ़ संकल्प नेबा। एभली एक आलोचना चक्रटीर आयोजन करिथिबारु सम्मानीय सभापति और अध्यक्ष महोदय को साधुवाद और सेमाने अत्यंत प्रशंसार पात्र। सेमानकु अनेक अनेक शुभेच्छा और धन्यवाद। जय जगन्नाथ, जय जयदेव। समस्त नमस्कार।
Namaskar, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. S.N. Jain, sir. As your kind words you have told. So I am over to Madam. Madam, you take over the session, please.
Sir, it is our immense pleasure that our ex-principal, Sri Jaydev College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, and my teacher, Professor Dr. M.S. Ghosh sir, has joined us in this virtual platform. Since a long time, sir, we have not listened your words. So if you please speak few words, then we will feel privileged. Dr. M.S. Ghosh sir, sir, please.
Thank you very much for giving me opportunity. But my voice is not okay. I'm suffering from cough and cold. And okay, now before that we were starting this, I am giving my regards to to our chairman, the honorable chairman, Dr. Prafulla Chandra Tripathi sir, and I am also giving thanks to this for this giving me opportunity, and thanks to Mr. Mohapatra, Dr. Mohapatra, Santosh Kumar Mohapatra, the principal of Salipur College, and the others are there. Mr. Das is there. So, and other, this anchor, main anchor is the Satyabrat Jena.
Yes.
That Dr. Mihir Kaur and other dignitaries attended in this virtual meeting, including Akhil Das. Mr. Akhil Das, he has given a, Akhil means Nikhila, Vishwa Samagro is the total. Therefore, he has taken the total time, maximum time. His name actually, the appropriateness of his name is there. Anyway, I am actually enriched by his lecture. I was just listening bit to bit, words to word. Now, I will not elongate my this lecture or these sayings, but before that, I should say something. Before finishing it, I should say something that this year, this title or the slogan of this National Pharmacy Week, there is a pharmacy should stand in the front line. It is very, very appropriate. And it is the COVID-19 actually has confirmed this. And we know all over the world, the role of the pharmacist, the total, the guardian of the medicine, so to say, total caretaker of the medicine, starting from the manufacturing to the disbursement and to the patient, the importance, the significance, and this gravity, it is known to all. Everywhere it is now discussed regarding the role of pharmacist and the medicine only, medicines also. So nothing to say, but they say there are so many speakers are there. I am eager to listen from our honorable chairman, sir, and others are there also, other the dignitaries persons are there. So, but I am thankful to the COVID-19 also, because COVID-19 also made us possible to bring to one platform this virtual platform. Had it not been there, this disease, this pandemic disease, it is not possible to see, to witness in my students, other teachers and others to whom I know. So I am very thankful to Dr. Priyangbada Sarangi, the principal of the SGCPS college, who has actually organized this meeting for this year. And my blessings to the students of the Jayadev College, my best wishes to the students and others, the dignitaries and the meeting also. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you. Your kind words every time to meet our career growth, everything. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I'm very happy to see you. I'm very happy to see you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. So with this meeting is awesome. Now is the time to convey our vote of thanks to all the dignitaries who have given their valuable time to cherish our program. Now I'd like to hand over the session to Dr. Nilima Shukla Ma'am, who is academic in charge of Sri Jayadev College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, to extend the vote of thanks to all the dignitaries. Madam, please.
Thank you, sir. A very warm and graceful evening to our honorable chief guest, Professor Dr. Santosh Kumar Mohapatra, sir, our guest of honor, respected Mr. V. Chitaranjan Patra, sir, and respected Mr. Akhil Kumar Das, sir, honorable chairman, Dr. Prafulla Chandra Tripathi, sir, respected GB member, Mr. Dilip Kumar Das, sir, our OSD, Mr. Surendranath Jena, sir, our beloved principal, Dr. Priyangbada Kirodnandini Sarangi, madam, worthy teachers, my colleagues, my dear students, and everyone present in virtual mode here. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion of 59th National Pharmacy Week 2020. I, Dr. Nilima Shukla, on behalf of Sri Joydev College of Pharmaceutical Sciences and the entire fraternity of the institution, first of all, extend my most sincere thanks to the Sri Joyadeva Almighty for making today's event a resounding success. With His blessings and grace, we are able to make this event a grand success. On behalf of my institution, I extend my hearty thanks to our chief guest, Professor Dr. Santosh Kumar Mohapatra sir, who spared his valuable time from his busy schedule to grace the occasion. Today, we had an opportunity to have your thoughts, and this will surely be going to encourage us. Your thoughts have enlightened our minds and have shown us a new path. Your very, very positive, encouraging words will serve us as eye-opener to all the pharmacy professionals as well as the budding pharma scientists. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Nilima. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I would like to thank our guest of honor, Mr. V. Chittaranjan Patra sir, for his kind presence and through his speech highlighting the role of pharmacists in different sectors in the society during the present pandemic situations. Thank you, sir. And I would like to thank our guest of honor, Mr. Akhil Kumar Das sir, for his very enlightening talk on pharmacovigilance, which will go a long way in helping our future pharmacists in their career building. Thank you, sir. I extend my heartfelt thanks to our beloved Honorable Chairman, Historian, Educationist, Dr. Prafulla Chandra Tripathi sir, for kindly gracing this important occasion. This function today is a result of his kind gesture and blessings, for which all of us, the Joydevians, are grateful. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your gracious presence. I extend my gratefulness to our beloved GB member, Mr. Dilip Kumar Das sir, and OSD, Mr. Surendranath Jena sir, for their kind presence. Thank you, sir. This type of beautiful NPW celebration cannot happen overnight. The wheel starting moving about a week ago. It requires planning and bird's eye for detail. We have been fortunate to be a dynamic principal and supported by a team of very active and dedicated employees of our organizations who are well versed in their jobs. A special mention to our respected principal, Dr. Priyambada Kirodnandini Sarangi Madam, for being the catalyst that stimulated us to do our best and standing as pillars of strength. Thank you so much, Madam.
Thank you, Madam. Thank you very much.
In particular, our technical advisor, Dr. Mihir Kumar Kar and his team, who by their unfailing perseverance made these occasions happen gracefully. I extend my deep sense of appreciation to Mr. Satyavrata Jena sir for his welcome speech and our loving faculties for their untiring efforts and unhesitating cooperations. Finally, I would like to thank our students. Thank you so much for attending this NPW 2020. Last but not least, a big thank you to each one of you who made this NPW 2020 celebration memorable for all of us in the COVID-19 pandemic situation. On behalf of my institution, let me thank all students and Jayadeviyans to be disciplined and honored. Now, it's the time to convey our respect to our motherland, India. So I request all of you to please stand up for national anthem. Now, thank to all of you. Thank you so much. Here we come to the end of the today's function. Jai Jagannath. Thank you.